about to turn it on.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody to the GKR pre-race show as we get ready for racing action here in the R2R Simstock series. We are here for Simstock Talladega, trucks at Talladega, and we'll get you trackside very, very soon. My name is George Kirafitis. I will be your lead commentator tonight. We have no co-commentator in the booth, but we will be pulling up drivers for introductions during this run, so make sure to stay tuned. Maybe your favorite driver will come into the booth and talk to me. But right now, we get ready for the largest track in NASCAR, and one that has history of being haunted. Once considered a burial ground for an old Native American burial ground, NASCAR came to Talladega in the late 60s. And the first race there was such a bad one that they had some drivers hearing voices and not wanting to race, specifically Bobby Isaac, and one of the most famous quotes of all time. And we will hit you trackside right now as we get ready almost to go green. Well, Talladega is a big track. You'll see a lot of three wide racing, and they will not be afraid to go three wide here, as it is easy to keep it there. Not like tracks like Atlanta that as you saw on Tuesday, and not like tracks like Daytona, where it's very squeezed in. So the big thing is to get ready for this race. A lot of drivers are going to have to know how to hold their line, and today we got a lot of randoms in the field. So joining our regulars, a lot of randoms, so a lot of guys that don't have experience racing together. And we'll see how that ends up, because that's a big issue when it comes to being on the track. And now I gotta put this stream I gotta get this stream into general chat so we can get some people watching. Well, we are halfway through March now in what was a very quick month. So we're going to get ready to start heading into April, the springtime coming around. And we get ready for more racing action in real life, more specifically near me. There's some big racing action going on. How are we doing, Marty?
Doing good.
How are we feeling for this race?
Well, we are on the poll on our MC Motorsports, MCMSRacing.com, but this is a stacked field of people. We got Trace McDowell, Michael McDowell's son. Additionally, we got the Tovo twins, who are Trans Am drivers for Nitro Motorsports, Jackson and Ethan Tovo in the race as well. So, should be fun to race some of these guys. And, our MC Motorsports number 8, MCMSRacing.com, Fox Valley Mosquito, Ticket Control, Colleague, Snow Shoveling, Truck Silverado. Should be fast. We're still looking to get our first win of 2026 here for myself, so we only got one MCM truck in the field, so we will see how it pretty much goes down. Looking forward to it.
Shout out to Nitro Motorsports and Thomas Annunziata, a good friend of mine. He raced Trans Am with them as well, so shout out to him. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of those races. You've won here a lot in asphalt media, so really looking forward to see what you can do, because it's a super speedway, anything can happen, but you're one of the best blockers, and I could say that because I've been behind you sometimes.
I appreciate it, George. Hopefully you have a fun time watching and a good time broadcasting, and we hope to just hope to make it to the end.
Yep, sounds good. Good luck, Marty.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're going to go over your starting lineups. Marty Shamela on pole in his number 8 MCMI Racing Chevrolet. Scott D. Howell in second. Elliot Condra in the 09 third. Don MacArthur 4th. Wyatt Blair 5th in the number 5. Ethan Tovo 6th. Sebastian Perez 7th. Jason A. Hall 8th. Blake Crook 9th. Trace McDowell 10th. Simon Beret 11th. Austin Sale 12th. As we keep going down the field, Jackson Tovo comes in 13th with Chase Modzelewski in 14th. Sebastian Roger in 15th with Timmy Solomito in 16th. Chase Ingram in 17th, and this is a very low position for him to be qualifying, with Blaze Berlin in 18th. 20th is Owen Vanoy. 21st, Landon Franklin. 22nd, Forrest McMullen Jr. 23rd, Isaiah Davis. 24th, Kevin Morrison. 25th, Baba Boulay. 26th, Jamie Morrison. And rounding out your field in 27th is Jeff Anton. As we get ready to go green here from Talladega, it's going to be a big race, and you know, I can't really pick favorites here, but these guys up front are great drivers, and more specifically, are definitely going to work with each other. You look at Marty on the bottom. Behind him is going to be Elliot Condra, then Wyatt Blair, and then behind him, Sebastian Perez. Now remember, Sebastian Perez and Wyatt Blair seem to be having issues last Tuesday. Have they squashed the beef, or will it continue? And that's the real thing going into this. And a quick shout out to my driver, Chase Modzelewski, in this 67 Jersey Mike Subs truck. And man, looking good. He's going to qualify back in the 14th, well now, 12th position. And he's going to be able, I think he's going to be able to have a good shot to win this if he can get up front. Let's go back a little bit. Chase Ingram still in the pits, starting from the pits. So he didn't get time. So this is our field. Isaiah Davis, the last car in the field. Everybody else in pits. Marty Shamil is going to lead them out to the green flag. Pace car is off and into pit road. And we're going to roll for a while. The restart zone ain't till midway through the corner. Remember, Talladega is the weirdest track on this guy, one of the weirdest tracks in start-finish line placement.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air, and there they go. We are off. Off and running. Marty Shamela out to the lead on the bottom, but you know that top line, if they can get together, is going to go very well, and that is really important for holding it here. You can see Trace McDowell in that 20. Oh, he turns the 64, and they're wrecking on lap 1. Trace McDowell around, the 64 around. Jason A. Hall into the wall, and he's blown the engine. They keep the pack together, no caution yet. It's lap 1. But now Scott Howell out front with Ethan Tovo behind him. And the rest of the pack is going to catch up eventually. They're going to have to keep it, but this is some great tandem drafting here. They're partially getting away. And now we really have a couple of, stragglers out here. Trace McDowell spun the 64 before. And look, there goes Marty Shamila to the outside, followed by Elliot Contra. They're working together. Remember, Elliot last night was an all-star driver, so obviously he's going to work with him here, right here. Wyatt Blair also on the top side. Sebastian Perez 3 rows back on the bottom, pushing the 13. As Scott D. Howell continues to be out in front, and there goes Tova to the outside. Marty's going to sneak into the bottom line, outside line partially fading back. Now Sebastian Perez out front. Marty goes back up top. Bottom line spinning out very slowly. And now a third line being born here. That's Elliot Condra and the 5 of Wyatt Blair going out to the third line. Howell comes down with Tovo. Shamela with the 6 behind. And now bottom line having larger amount of cars. Chase Mazalewski in to the pits. He's coming in. He's got damage. Big damage. We're going to take a look at what happened to him right here. That's an interesting one. He had big damage on that quarter panel, and I don't know what happened. Was he involved in that wreck? I don't know. Oh no, a large blink out, and he was in the wall. He was in the wall. Well, now coming back out onto the racetrack is Chase. And we go back to our battle in the front. Tovo on the outside now. 21 trying to get up to him. Marty's going to go high. Wyatt Blair almost turned him now 3 wide. Marty jumps down to the bottom. Wyatt Blair still outside, being pushed by Elliot Condra. Now the bottom line just absolutely fading away. Not getting it restacked whatsoever. And Tovo's down to the bottom. Oh, they're door banging up the racetrack. Sebastian Perez is going to take it. They're 4 wide. There they go. And they all save it. That was really close. Jackson Tovo now into the lead. The brother of Ethan Tovo, both, as Marty mentioned, they're both drivers in the Trans Am for Nitro Motorsports. And we went 4 wide for a second there. 18 to go. The 6 on the bottom being pushed by the 25 of Sebastian Perez. Now they're going to take it 3 on Jackson Tovo. Split him through the middle, Wyatt Blair out front now. Elliot Condra to his outside, 3 wide behind. Now Sebastian Perez is going to go in. Whoa! He was all over the place. There you go. The Tovo twins are now going to get hooked together. They're going to try to move up to the front of this race. Condra on the outside. Blair on the inside. There goes Jackson Tovo. What a block to the inside by Elliot Condra. They stay 3. Now going outside to help. All over the place. Still 3 wide. Tight battling. That's the 8 car. Up there pushing. Simon Beret in that 8. Trying to make moves here. Yep. Oh, and Tovo gets pushed off the racetrack. They've been having issues all day. Scott Howell and Ethan Tovo got into each other a couple times. Now they sit next to each other. Big racing up front, single file behind, double file. The 6 car can't really stay. The 6 truck cannot really stay on the back bumper of Wyatt Blair, and that's going to spell bad if Sebastian Perez can get a good run and just take it to the outside. He's going to push the 6. Huge push. He's going to stack up the bottom. And Tovo's going to jump out to the outside with Howell. Now it's almost side by side in that 3rd row. The 6 is going to jump up. He jumps up the racetrack. Lap traffic coming up ahead. Everybody moving for position. Tovo's pushing the 6 of Crook. Sebastian Perez on the bottom in the 25. He's on the back bumper of Wyatt Blair. Chase Mazalewski all the way to the top. He's going to go a lap down here, and they're going to go 4 wide almost. Lap car up top. They're 3 wide. This is going to get really tight. They're 4 wide into each other, door banging. They get through unscathed for now, but everybody's all over the place. It's like a hornet's nest. 25 of Sebastian Perez has the bottom. He's got the high air. He's got the clean air. Wyatt Blair blocking everywhere. The 6 goes with him. Chase Mazalewski in the draft now. Marty Shamela sticking in the back, and I think I know why. They're all over the place. Whoa, there goes the 6 around. And a big wreck behind. The 8 involved. The 6 involved. Caution's going to come out for the first time tonight. And Simon Barrett and Blake Cook both involved. We're going to go over it right now. Chase Ingram is on the track. Again, he had a wheel issue, we just learned. Well, right here, you can see Sebastian Perez gives him a off-centered push, and then the 187 of Howell was pushing, and the 6 just lost it. A double push lifted the 6 off the ground, got him extremely loose. He lost it, and right here, sliding, 21 is going to slightly get into him, almost, and then he hits the 187. Elliot Condra hits him back up the racetrack. He's going to slide. 21 almost caught in the crossfire again. Wow, look at how close that was. And then the 8, nowhere to go. And Crook just gets up into him. And they both go around. Not a lot of damage from this wreck, though. And that is what's most important. As, remember, one faster pair in this race. As you can see right now. Some damage to that front light as, whoa, the 13 went around. The 13 of Ethan Tovo goes around. I guess we got to take a look at that now. Let's take a look. So here's Tovo. Here's Tovo right here. He just lost it all on his own and just crashes right into the wall. And I don't even know what happened. That's insane. Now Tovo taking it down the pits. He's going to have to probably use his faster pair. That was a relatively nasty hit into the wall. But now as we come up, 13 to go. Chase Mazalewski now back on the lead lap. Cars getting their laps back. As it's going to be Wyatt Blair and Sebastian Perez lining up right next to each other with Scott Howell, Ellie Condra, the 21 of Jackson Tovo, Marty Shamela, Owen Vinoy, Isaiah Davis, and Chase Mazalewski all lining up behind. And as everybody else gets ready to catch the field, we are 1 to green. 13 to go here from Talladega. Next race is going to be ARCA at Michigan, another great track. And then to round it all off, we go back regular Simstock action, mini stocks at Bristol. As Wyatt Blair is warming up those tires aggressively. Everybody else catching up the field now. And we're going to get ready to go green once again. 13 to go. And man, has this been a good one so far. Some great racing up front. We had 4 wide, 3 wide, 2 wide, 1 wide action. I mean, we can get the 5 wide action. And in the back, Chase Mazalewski around. I do not know what happened. We're gonna go take a look. This is Under Caution Shenanigans. Sponsored by Renewed Co-Air. All right, let's take a look. So just watch the 6 here. He's going to get loose. Goes up to the top, gets loose, hits the 8, and right back down in front of Chase Mazalewski. And the 2, braking, gets into him. And, well, that's how we get that. All right, now, no green flag. Green flag back in the air. And we are green once again. Wyatt Blair fires off well, but the top line more composed. They're going to get a better run. And the green flag is back out again. Sebastian Perez being pushed by Condra. Marty Shamela behind. Howell cannot get to the bumper of the 5. That's going to spell doom for the inside line as they are split up. 4 on the top right now in this pack 3. Sebastian Perez goes to the bottom. Condra on top. Everybody's moving everywhere. Second pack has kind of lost a little bit. They're going to have to try to make our way back up. Trace McDowell now back in that second pack after the first wreck. And Elliot Condra out to the lead with Marty Shamela on the high side. Off of turn 4, second pack starting to lose. They're going to have to try to single up and get back, or else it'll spell doom. Chase Monzalewski, the only car not singled out of that run. Right now, side by side, Marty Shamela, great run. He's going to lead the lap. Marty Shamela out to the lead, getting great pushes by Owen Vinoy, who Marty Shamela is going to leave Vinoy on the top. He's getting pushed by Ethan Tovo. And that pit boss number 69 Ram. Here they come. Now down the back straightaway. Top line starting to get refocused and put together. But even still, it's not really working that well. Second pack now starting to catch up. Chase Ingram now also in this second pack. He's going to have a chance to try to negate the start that he had with the issues with the steering wheel and try to get back up in front. Try to win this race. As Elliot Condra now on the bottom just pushing Marty Shamela with Sebastian Perez. Whoa, Tovo loose. And he is on the bottom now trying to get back up the racetrack. There they go. Ethan Tovo around. It's the big one. Huge crash. And they're still wrecking.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution flag is out. And we were just talking about the 0-1 of Chase Ingram. He's involved. Chase Monzalewski gets through. And man, that was something else. Ethan Tovo with big damage. He's limping around that race car. And now we're going to go and take a look what happened. We're going to take a look right here. Tovo tried to go to the top. Came back to the bottom really harshly, then got pushed out of line, came back up the racetrack, squeezed the 45 into the 69, then he came right back up the racetrack and finished the job on Trace McDowell, who then went out and took the 0-1 out. And we're gonna go back and take a look as well at what happened to Trace McDowell after that. Trace McDowell's in the 20 right here. Goes around, gets hit into the wall by the 45, then Tovo goes and hits him, and then they all broke loose after, and then, oh, him and Ingram get together. And he gets clobbered. Chase Ingram gets clobbered. That 8. And take a look at as well at the 45. Roger, he got hit really hard after that wreck. We're going to take a look right here. Take a look at the 45. Yep, they're going to turn right there. He's going to go up the racetrack. He comes back down right in front of the 8. They just wreck behind. The 21 also around. That's Jackson Tovo. And just all hell broke loose. And a lot of cars now damaged. Some maybe without fast repairs. Well, we're going to pull in. Let's take a look at who we can pull in, actually. You know, we're going to pull in second place runner Elliot Condra into the booth and ask him about how this race has been going for him. Hey, Elliot, this is George in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yep.
All right, so you're second right now behind Marty, who, you know, you raced for his team last night. You know, after all these wrecks you've gotten through, What's the feeling like? 9 to go. It's kind of crunch time. What's your strategy for this?
Right now the strategy is gonna make it to the end, and then once we hit 1 to go, it's gonna be every man for himself from there. I feel like there's been a lot of sketchy people up at the front, so I'm just hoping that we can make it to the end to have a shot at the win.
So Marty is an insane blocker when it comes to last lap. He's able to predict moves. How are you going to make it so unpredictable to the point where you can outsmart Marty if you're stuck behind him on the last lap?
That's a great question. I have no idea yet. It's gonna come down to the circumstances and whether I have a run or not, to be honest.
All right. Thank you for talking to us. Good luck. We hope to see you in victory lane.
Yep, appreciate it.
All right, let's bring in Sebastian Perez. We got time for one more interview. Hey Sebastian, it's George in the booth. You got a copy? I don't think he's here.
I do.
Oh, okay. So you're behind Marty right now in third. You got Wyatt to your outside. Seems like you've squashed the beef with him. So you've been running up front in this race. How are you feeling right now? Trying to get this first win with 8 to go.
Well, we've gotten rid of the most mediocre drivers out of the way. So yeah, hopefully I should have a shot to win here. But I mean, Marty has had a good bit of reputation of blocking pretty good. So let's see if we can get around him here.
Do you have any friends? Do you have any friends to work with right now in the field at all, or are you just a lone wolf at this point?
Wyatt Blair did tell me he was going to work with me. Also, Ellie Condra. So yeah, hopefully that'll work out in the end.
All right. Good luck. We hope to see you in victory lane.
Thank you.
All right, as we get ready to go back green, we heard from your second and third place drivers. Green flag back in the air. Marty, a great jump. And now he's going to immediately go to the middle. He's going to try to figure out if he's going to want to go top or not. And now, side by side, up at front, Sebastian Perez didn't get a great jump. He's going to go to the top. They're going to leave Marty out to dry on the bottom. That's an interesting strategy. Elliot Condra now hooked up with Wyatt Blair. Wyatt Blair to the bottom. And Sebastian Perez is going to go with him. Behind that, the 6 is going to get on the rear bumper of the 09. Marty Shamela falling back. 7 to go here from Talladega. And there goes Howell with the 45. Up top, they're 3 wide. This one's going to get interesting. Look at Trace McDowell in the 20. He has a huge run. Elliot Condra blocks the top. He's going to get pushed by Howell. He leaves the 6 in the middle. He didn't leave him out to dry, though. They still continue to push the middle line. Wyatt Blair up now to the middle. Behind them, Sebastian Perez is going to fall all the way back. And now 2 lines formed as now behind them, Jason Monteluzzi and Isaiah Davis out of the draft. They're going to need a caution or a large checkup to make it back. Chase Ingram in that 01. Marty Shamil to the bottom. Chase Ingram also on the top there. After being involved in the wreck, he's up in this front pack. Condra being pushed by Wyatt Blair. Trace McDowell also back there. The 6 looking for a run to try to go to the top. The top line not formed yet. They don't have a great run. And they are pushing. The 6 is pushing the 5. He's pushing the pusher. And that's gonna be one of the most important things here. If you push the pusher, there's a chance that you wreck the entire field. And you're gonna have some angry people at you. And Crook is just breaking an unwritten rule here. And he's going to try to find a run. Trace McDowell now with Sebastian Perez on his rear bumper. Nobody's jumped to the top quite yet. 5 laps to go down the back straightaway. The 6 looking for an opportunity. Nobody's going with him yet. I do have a feeling he's going to jump up soon. Stays on the bottom. Miller still on the rear bumper, magnetically fused to it. Elliot Condra is just along for the ride. He's being pushed by Wyatt Blair. There they go up top. Wyatt Blair's going to go up high. He blocks the 6. The 20 of Trace McDowell up there as well. Now Sebastian Perez is going to have to get to the 09's bumper. There they go. Big pushes on the bottom. Wyatt Blair takes the lead. He's on the bottom. They're 3 wide back. The 6 is going to get phased out. And right now, 2 wide for the front. Condra on the bottom being pushed by Perez. Wyatt Blair on the top being pushed by McDowell. Marty Shamela back in the... There they go to the bottom. Oh, he's going to get turned. There they go. Huge crash. Trace McDowell almost flipped upside down. Caution flag comes out late. Oh, and Wyatt Blair slides down the track and takes out the 45. And Trace McDowell with huge damage. He's blown the engine. Smoke out of the race car. And Condra and Perez will make it back to the line 1 and 2. And man, what a wreck. Well, we're going to take a look right here. Marty slides it in, and we're going to go back and take a look at what happened during this wreck. Try to look at it from this angle. So, yeah, Wyatt Blair goes down to the bottom, and then trying to go down with him was Trace McDowell. He went up into the wall. He got so much air. And everybody just wrecked after, and the 45 absolutely clobbered. That wasn't even the 40. That was the 23 who clobbered the 5 of Wyatt Blair. And we're going to take a look as well from... I think the TV1 view should definitely have the view that we're looking for. Here we go. Wyatt Blair is going to go to the bottom, and he's just going to get hooked by the 20. 20 tried to go with. And then Marty along for the ride, and a huge blowover, almost going upside down for the 20 of Trace McDowell. Then if we quickly switch to Wyatt Blair, he's going to come down the racetrack, and the 23, just no place to go. And then huge damage for that number 5 of Wyatt Blair. And you hope that he has his fast repair, but you don't know. But he's out on the track. He does have his fast repair, so he's back. And center in on... well, Elliot Condra, who's currently phasing through the pace car. We're gonna talk to Chase Mazalewski. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna have a quick talk with Chase Mazalewski, who's up to 5th right now in that number 67. Chase, this is George in the booth. You got a copy? Chase?
Yes.
Okay. So, you find yourself in top 5 after starting off this race not so well. You got some damage early in the race that forced you to come down pit road. Now you find yourself on the lead lap, currently sitting 5th. What is the plan for the rest of your race? We're going into basically an overtime. What's the plan? Chase, I can't hear you. Alright, well, we may be having some microphone issues, as we're not getting Chase's microphone at all. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. No, I can't hear you.
I'm having internet issues.
Okay. Alright, well, we're going to let you go back and finish this race then. Alright, so Chase is having internet issues, so obviously his number 1 battle is going to be fixing those internet issues, as I have a visitor right now. See if he'd like to say hi. That's Astro. He's prominently featured on my Petco cars. And he's coming in to say hi to me right now. As we get ready to go green, the pace car is going to take the left onto pit road. And the green flag is going to come out once again Elliot Condra leads with Sebastian Perez on the outside. The 2 of Landon Franklin on the bottom. We haven't seen him all race. Green flag back in the air. And a great jump for both lines, but the top line did not get as good of a jump. So whoever gets to the back of the rear bumpers of these trucks is going to have the last laugh. 2 to go here from Talladega. And they are side by side. Whoa, the 21 and the 2 almost get into it. And now down the back straightaway, they have to make it to the white flag. Oh, into the wall goes Wyatt Miller, or Wyatt Youngblood. Wyatt Blair. I named both other Wyatts, except for Wyatt Blair. Wyatt Blair went into the wall. Phenomenal tongue twister knowing 3 Wyatts. That's what it does to you. Off of turn 4. Should be getting the white flag this time. The 2 all over the rear bumper. Chase Mazzaluski is going to jump to the outside. Sebastian Perez pushing the 67 of Chase Mazzaluski as the 2 is not even letting off the rear bumper of the 09. 1 to go. White flag. Elliot Condra coming up. He's going to go on the top. Down the bottom. Elliot Condra around. Everybody wrecks. Oh my goodness, it's the big one. Chase Mazzaluski is the only one who survived it. Down the back straightaway. Scott Howell with damage. Can he reach it? Everybody else wrecked behind. Scott Howell trying to recoup something. He's not gaining time. And coming off of turn 4 into the trioval. It's going to be a win for Chase Mazzaluski and GKR. Chase Mazzaluski is your winner at Talladega. After an insane wreck that took away all the field on the last lap. Oh my goodness. Cannot believe that just happened. But your race winner for race number 1 is going to be Chase Mazzaluski, who was in the booth with me Tuesday. And we're going to go take a look at this last wreck that took out the entire field. Are you kidding me? Right here you see it. Condra goes to block the top. Shamela goes down middle. Elliott goes down to block the bottom, and the 2 is there. He goes around and almost flips. Everybody else is going to wreck behind him. The 2 is going to come back up the racetrack and take out Wyatt Blair. And my goodness, everybody else in the field wrecks. And Wyatt Blair is in the catch fence, and so is the 2. 3 cars upside down. Sebastian Perez has a car on top of his door. Oh my goodness. And the 2 is still flipping all over the wall. I can't even believe that. That's an insane turn of events. The entire field wrecks. And that's going to let the 67 Chase Mazzaluski come home your winner. And hopefully, pertaining not internet issues, we can get him in here for an interview. Chase, it's George at the booth. We got a copy?
How about that?
Oh my goodness, dude! I was like, what is gonna happen here? Because I watched you jump to the top to come to the white flag, and then the entire field wrecked behind you. That is a storybook quote. Only topped in Simstock by one thing that happened at Auto Club in the mini stocks that also ended up being my first Simstock win. Chase,
I don't know how I did it. I moved to the top and I knew everyone's gonna wreck behind. I knew Elliot's gonna put his stupid ass block.
I want you to just explain that entire I was trying to interview you under the caution. Your internet wasn't working. We couldn't find out what your plan was, and then just like everything went according to plan for you. I guess that's what happened.
Dude, my internet was being so horrible. I literally lost control of my steering wheel and I crashed into the wall.
Just
I was a lap down at one point.
unbelievable comeback. All right, we
Hey,
also
first R2R win. Let's go, baby.
first R2R win for Chase Modzelewski coming in trucks at Talladega with me at the helm qualifying or commentating. Yeah, I'm definitely qualifying. And we also got Marty in here.
You like my Tyler Reddick burnout?
Oh, I didn't even look at that. I gotta put that on the stream. That's gonna go.
And
on
you
the
better
stream.
put it on GKR's Instagram.
You get me pictures of it and I'll put it. Also, get me a video of me commentating it and I can put it there too.
I will.
All right, we also have Marty in here. I don't know if he wants to say anything or not about that insane finish.
Hey, how late do we have to do this? Is it 7:55 or?
7:55, yeah.
All right. Race 2 session is up. Yeah, it was tough race.
I mean, you know, you had chances there. I mean, obviously, you can't really escape the entire field wrecking on the last lap when you're not the car that escapes the field.
Yeah. You know, it was a tough race. We fired off pretty slow from the pole all the way to the back, and then Trace McDowell turned around wide. Player had to use a fast pair, and then that one restart we were leading, no one went with us. We fell all the way to the back again, and then tried to work with Wyatt Blair. And then we went to the inside of Sebastian Perez, and he just came down on me. At the same time that the wreck up there was happening, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, just a tough deal, you know. It was good to see Chase Modzelewski come out get a win. One of those situations.
Yep, thank you.
Yep, and you know, it's just unfortunate deal, but it was a fun race. So we just got to appreciate George Karapides for being willing to host, and hopefully MC Motorsports can get to victory lane here in the next couple of races. You know, it's just a matter of the fact. And race 2 is up here at Arca, Michigan. So one of my best car track combos. So we do look forward to the racing action, and hopefully we can get something going here. Should be Elliot Condra, me, Cole, Trudeau, and Logan Bolt on the MCM stable. So we're going to have a lot of the field as MCM cars, so hopefully it should work out.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna look good for you guys. You guys got teammates now. You know that was the big thing. You go into Talladega, you're gonna need teammates. But now with teammates at Michigan, you know it could work out the same way because it's the fastest track in NASCAR.
That's right, George. And I mean, we've seen it in the past. This track can really get you upset because, you know, if there's someone leading by a wide margin, you got to work together. You got to draft. And the problem is sometimes when you're battling for second, cars will try to race for second and pass you. It's just, you know, so hopefully here we can get something to work properly. Nathan McLaughlin's in this race, so that's going to be good competition here. So this will be no walk in the park now. Nathan McLaughlin just as good as me with everything, so should be a fun one though.
All right. Well, we thank you for doing this interview, and we hope to interview next race, hopefully in Victory Lane.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, I should have added 5 minutes to practice. I accidentally made it 10 minutes, and now people only got 7 minutes to join. But I think there's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be about at least 10 drivers, so it's still a good field. All right. See.
All right, we're gonna head on to the next race, and well, it should be a good one. Nate McLaughlin, Asphalt Media. Oh, should I say legend? Yeah, I think I should say legend. Asphalt Media legend Nate McLaughlin is in this race, and you know he makes these races very, very interesting. And I mean, you know, you get a really good feel for it. Right now, we're gonna pull in Wyatt Blair. He's waiting in the interviews chat. Hi Wyatt, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All right. Well, so an unfortunate end for literally everybody except for Chase's race there. I mean, you almost squeezed out of it, but then got caught up when there was a car sliding up the track. So, I mean, I don't know. You want to take me through that second half of this race?
Yeah, you know, I felt real comfortable in the truck. I know there was updates on iRacing recently with the handling of the trucks, and that's really, I've been hearing it from everybody, how that's affecting how they drive. And I agree, like, when you're out in front, it feels way different. Like, you just can't hold it straight as easy. And but I felt real fast the whole race up until me and Trace, we were actually working together, and it was just a racing incident, like no hard feelings. It was tiny bit of misjudgment on his part when we went to go low and just hooked us. But yeah, I rebounded. I went back to the front there toward the end on that last lap and just got caught up, unfortunately. I was going to try to work with Marty Shimela, but, he was the first one caught up in the wreck. So,
Yeah.
really unfortunate, but looking forward to the next few races.
We hope to see you in victory lane in the next few races. I mean, you've been a top competitor over like the past week, and I mean, at specifically at the Charlotte Legends or road course that we did, the final race of Tuesday, you were battling for the lead with Marty, and then you guys got into it, and then the most controversial finish to a race happened right after. So.
Yeah, I think at the same time that did suck for me, but I think it has also helped me gain a lot more confidence and strength, knowing that I have the skill, I have the opportunities to win. I've just got to be patient, because that's my biggest thing. A lot of times I get in the moment and I'm just not patient. But when I am patient, I can contend for the win. So I'm just trying to do that more.
Yeah, that's like one number one thing that you gotta have as a race car driver: patience. One of the most important things.
100%.
All right. Well, we thank you for joining us for this interview, and we hope to interview you once again next race, and hopefully from victory lane.
Awesome. Sounds good.
So we head into Michigan now. Gonna be a good one, definitely. I mean, this track is is the fastest track in NASCAR, and we did run this for the Simstock Winter Series, the R2R Winter Series. We meet you trackside, but realistically, looking at this, this race is gonna be really good. We have a lot of good drivers in here. We should have some more joining very shortly. So. And we do. We have Aaron May. Aaron May is in here as well. First race with me at the in the booth, and besides, actually I lied. Besides the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series, but a smaller field so far. But right now, Ryan Wayne in here as well. Asphalt Media, one of the Asphalt Media originals, and a commentator, just like me. He's in his 39. And you know what? We're going to take a look around the field. Maybe not. Nobody joined in yet. So, we're going to take a quick intermission break. I'm going to go get a water because my throat is killing me. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Right now, Culture Dough is just loaded in. So we have a pretty good field for this race. pretty good field for this race. And man, it is insane today. You know, you never really get to call a race that one of your good friends wins. So that's it's a plus. So this is a really big thing here as we get ready, you know. All right, well, practice has come to an end and we are ready to go into qualifying. All right, as we get ready to hopefully start this race, let's see how many people are actually qualifying here. Yeah, we got a good field. We got a really good field and a lot of Simstock regulars. So going to definitely be a really good one. Oh Lord. Well, shameless plug. Well, it is my channel, but if you're watching, go follow me on Instagram. It's at George Curafetus Racing. You can follow the GKR chat and I gotta bring the chat back up again. There we go. So oh, I moved the screen. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right. So as we get ready to go, well, basically into this race, everybody's off the track except for Ryan Wayne. Still driving around. Let's take a look at him. he comes into turns 3 and 4. He's going to put down a lap right now. Michael A. Good has just joined. Michael Good. And Ryan Wayne jumps up to 9th. Cole Trudeau up to 11th. It's in the Sharpie car. Everybody else off the track except for Michael Good. I think Trading Paints is loading, and I don't know why. There's Michael Good in that Nitro Motorsports Toyota GR 70 car.
Skibbity Toilet's gonna win here at Talladega!
Oh my goodness. Well, that's Chase, you know. That's Chase for you. Alright, I think we're going into... Hey, let's go. Aaron May on the pole. Well, we're going to pull up your starting grid right now. Aaron May on the pole in his number 10. Trace McDowell second in the 20. Third is going to be Alejandra in the 08. Fourth, Chase Ingram in the 01. Fifth, Ryan Wayne in the 39. Sixth, Marty Shamela in the 8. Seventh, Nate McLaughlin in the 57. Eighth, Chase Bonzalewski, last race winner. Ninth, Wyatt Blair. 10th, Cole Trudeau. 11th, Jeremy Bolt. 12th, Sebastian Perez. And we continue. 13th, Michael Good. 15th is going to be Colton Kelly. 16th, Cody Baumeister.
Yo, George, what's good?
How we doing, Marty?
I just need you to refresh your trading paints if possible. Cole Trudeau wasn't racing the scheme that he's supposed to run. He is now racing it, so a refresh would be greatly appreciated for the sponsors. All right.
All right. You get to see the phenomenal trading paints on my screen for a little bit. I think we refreshed it, hopefully. Trading paints is very weird, but you know. Yep, the paints are loading up now. See, I knew they were... Oh, no, never mind. I lied. Paints were not working for a little bit, but now they are. So let's bring in... we're going to bring in Chase Ingram to explain what happened to his wheel last race. Hey, Chase, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, so I know last race you had wheel issues and you wanted to explain what happened with your wheel. I'll give you the floor right now just to let us know.
So essentially, every time I'd calibrate the wheel, it would calibrate to like 11 o'clock when the wheel on iRacing is straight. So I restarted my computer, did all that, and then iRacing wouldn't load, so I missed the start. Because I had to restart iRacing. But after that, after I did all that, it still was calibrating crooked, so I just redid the calibration in the iRacing settings, and that's what I'm doing now. So it's a temporary fix, but hopefully I can get it fixed at some point.
So you're starting 4th. How are we feeling for this race? I mean, it's a smaller field than we usually have, so a lot of moves will be made. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm pretty good at this track. Pretty cracked, as I'd say. But yeah, I'll just see what I can do.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna move you back. Have a good race. All right. Well, as we get ready to go green here from Simstock, Michigan. I don't like this TV scene. I think TV2 is going to be the one that we use for this one. All right, pacing right now. Aaron May is on pole, and my game is dropping frames like usual. But you know what? It's fine. Can't do anything about it. And as we roll up to the green flag, pace car's going to go on to pit road. Into the restart zone they come. Green flag in the air. And both lines get a great jump. McLaughlin already down to the bottom. He's already taking it 3 wide. And behind them, Elliott Connors are taking it 3. They're going 3 wide into turn 1. 3 wide, almost 4 wide behind. Now we head on to the back straightaway. I don't know if the TV3 view is going to be better. No, it's not. So right now, almost 3. They're just running 3 wide casually. Now 4 wide, and they're squeezing really bad. There they go! Behind the 0-1, and there goes. Oh, and McLaughlin gets hit. They save it. Caution comes out. And, well, we didn't make it 1. Well, here's what started the incident. Trace McDowell coming up the racetrack. Right there. Makes contact with the 0-1. Chase Ingram puts him in the wall and just turns himself off the front bumper. And then behind that, Marty gets involved. And then Condra gets turned in front of the field. Right here. And he gets into Nate McLaughlin. And right there, oh man. Wyatt Blair gets hooked into the side of McLaughlin. They slide. But they saved it. So now we come back to racing action under first caution with on the first lap, basically. Nate McLaughlin in the back. Sebastian Perez up 10 spots. Up now into second. Aaron May continues to keep the pole. Everybody else behind. Fortunately not. So now we sit under caution. Well, as everybody gets off of pits, we continue to pace here. And you know what? What a delightful time while we're pacing to do our first side-by-side. Sit back and enjoy the ad for the AF Cup Series. I lied. I didn't realize that the lights on the pace car were out. All right, well, pace car's off on a pit road. We're about to go green once again. Green flag back in the air. What a jump for Aaron May. Sebastian Perez is going to try to slide in there. It's not going to work. He's going to push Ryan Wayne all the way down. And now Wayne on the bottom. He's really good at this race. Oh, hard to the wall. Oh my goodness! Trace McDowell just died! And we're gonna take a look at that. Look at that pink 20 car
yellow flag
hitting each
is
other. The
out.
caution comes out now, and oh my goodness! What a hit! He absolutely just knocked down the wall. And now, caution's out again. Let's take a look. What for? Well, Michael Good is missing his front bumper, so I would think it would start with him. Yep, right here, okay. No, maybe not. Oh, it started with Ryan Wayne up in the front. All right, let's take a look right here. What happened? Right here, Ryan Wayne, Ultrado makes a move down to the bottom and just hooked him. And they all went around, and then the huge one happens behind. Big damage for the 39. And a couple other cars, including Michael Good, in the field. Huge wreck brings out our second caution so far. Now Ryan Wayne still going around with the damage. Aaron May still sits out in front. Lights are still on the pace car. Now, as we're going to hit the start finish line with 19 to go. Lights on the pace car are out. We're going 1 to green. Aaron May currently out front. 18 to go in this race. And now pace car's off. Green flag back in the air. Terrible restart from the bottom. The top gets a good restart, but Sebastian Perez never went. Now he's on the bottom. And now the top line isn't really working well. And behind that, everybody else just all over the place. Oh, Sebastian in the middle now. These terrible camera angles are not doing any justice. I'm gonna go from the blimp view here. Can't really see the cars, but better than whatever we were having there. Like TV3 may be the best option, yeah. Unfortunately, TV3 is the best option. So now Sebastian Perez is going to get behind Chase Ingram. But Elliot Condra now hooked up with Aaron May. Here's... Oh, and Cole Trudeau's turned the 4. They save it. Nope, there they go. Oh, man, there goes Nate McLaughlin. Into the wall. No caution. We don't need a caution. It's already lagging on at this point. And now up front, it's a 3-car battle for the lead. Aaron May, Elliot Condra, and Chase Ingram all up front. Chase Ingram's going to take it all the way to the wall. He's going to put Condra to the bottom. Aaron May trying to hold off the 2 behind as Chase Ingram gets a huge run on the top. He's going to try to use, he's going to go to the bottom. And now side by side. Oh, they get into each other. They door bang. Chase Ingram slides up in front of Aaron May. He's the leader. Aaron May coming out of the corner. He's going to have a run side by side. And Aaron May scored the leader right now. I think Chase Ingram got that lap. Condra behind Aaron May right now. Ingram on the top. Everybody else behind. Just in for the ride. There's a 4-car pack. Behind Ingram to the inside once again. He's going to take the lead. And they're going to hit each other again going through. Nate McLaughlin, I think, just crashed again. But I'm not sure. No, he's off the racetrack. I don't know what's going on with the lagging, but to the bottom. Ingram to the bottom. Aaron May up top. 3-car battle for the lead. Elliot Connor's just sitting behind. And now he's going to go all the way to the top. And they're going to be 3 wide, I think, on the back straightaway. Condra gets a good run out of the corner, never mind. Aaron May leads out in front. But Condra with the top line moved. He's going to go to second. And he's going to stick behind the 10. Let's take a look back in the field to see who else. Chase Mazalewski right there in the 70. Him and Michael Good are running the same exact scheme. Thomas and Unziata schemes. Now up front, Elliot Condra taking the middle line with the 0-1 of Ingram as well. 12 to go. And now the 08 to the outside, trying to get a run on the 10. Aaron May's ripping the bottom really well. And they're straight. They're in a straight line. 11 to go. Condra now to the inside. Condra to the inside. The 10. Oh, they get into each other. Up the racetrack. And into the walls. The 0-1. And Ingram is going to take the lead. They got into each other. And now they're going to have to refocus and regroup. Ingram to the top. And now the second pack has been able to reach. Chase Mazalewski leading that one in the 70. Marty Shamela also behind. They're catching up to this lead pack. 10 to go, and now a real race. Got a real race here. Condra up front with the 0-1 on the side. Chase Mazalewski's going to send it in. He's going to try to make the bottom work. He absolutely sends in the race car. He's going to get side by side with Aaron May. Now blocks Marty Shamela, who's going to push him. What a move by Chase Mazalewski, trying to just make the inside work. He went in and he tried to make it stick. It partially worked, but now taking the top line, trying to squeeze Aaron May out. Aaron May's going to top, block high. He's going to go low. Right now, they're side by side. Chase is going to throw it into turn 1 on the bottom. 3 wide for second place. And behind them, the other 3 regrouping to try to get a pack going. Right now, that 70 car not really going anywhere. Marty Shamela in the 88 up there as well behind the 01 McDonald's car. They're going to try to make something work. Elliot Condra leading for MC Motorsports. Aaron May in second. They get into each other. They get into the wall. They both save it, but now Condra has a chance to make his lead larger. Chase Bodzalewski absolutely sending it in to the corner. Trying to make the bottom work, but the run out of the corner is not coming. Now they're serpentining. Elliot Condra. Aaron May trying to catch up to that 08. And now you can see it's like Indy. They're just going and snaking around to try to break draft. And right now it looks better for the outside line though. Or not the outside line, there's no lines, there's only one line. It looks better for second, third, and fourth here, as they're able to be in the draft, and it doesn't really matter. They can keep going if they push. Elliot's only hurting himself. And now Marty Shamela on the inside. 7 to go, coming to 6 to go. 6 to go at Michigan. And Elliot Condra is leading late. There goes Aaron May to the inside. Aaron May to the inside. They're side by side. He's going to use it all the way up the racetrack. He's not going to get him, though. Oh, into the wall goes the 08. He slightly tapped the wall. Ingram down on the bottom, followed by the 70 of Bodzalewski. Chase Bodzalewski pushing Chase Ingram to try to get up to the 08. The 01 on the bottom. Now Chase sliding up the racetrack side by side on the door of Aaron May. Ingram now on the bottom, trying to keep in the draft of Elliot Condra. They're fighting. They're not getting past Elliot Condra, and he has the benefit of clean air. And into each other. Oh, that's close. They touch a little bit. Chase Bodzalewski and Aaron May got into each other a little bit, and now Condra's going to be able to get away. Now trying to run the line. They're 3 wide behind. 5 to go. Condra out front. Everybody else trying to catch back up. 4 to go here from Michigan. Elliot Condra still leads. Ingram in second, side by side with Aaron May. Chase Bodzalewski 4th. Marty Shamela 5th. Michael Good 6th. Wyatt Blair 7th. Jeremy Bolt and Ryan Wayne switching for 8th and 9th. Cole Trudeau in 10th. And Sebastian Perez in 11th. 4 to go. Trying to stage a huge run here. It's going to have to be the last second resort for these guys, if it comes to it, to send their car into the corner and try to get into the 08. But right now, not able to reach back up. And he's snaking. 3 to go. He is snaking. Elliot Condra snaking through the corners. And that is what is worrying these drivers behind, as they're going to have to try to keep draft. But now side by side, the 01, into the wall. Marty Shamela hit the wall. Marty Shamela got into the wall, coming out of the exit of turn 2. And now look at Chase Bodzalewski on the bottom. He's going to try to push that race car. He's going to use the entire track. He's going to get in front of the 01 of Ingram. But now, still the bigger thing at hand is 2 to go, and nobody has an answer for Elliot Condra. They're battling behind, but nobody's taking a chance to try to get to this 08 and try to steal a win away. Down the back straightaway. Aaron May now closing in. Oh no! Elliot Condra! I think he hit the wall. Elliot Condra got into the wall. Now, here comes Aaron May on the outside. He's going to get it. And on the inside, they battle for second. Chase Bodzalewski out of the inside, followed by Chase Ingram. White flag is out at Michigan. Aaron May leads. Chase Bodzalewski being pushed by Chase Ingram. They're going to get the inside on the corner. Onto the outside goes the 01. Chase Bodzalewski on the inside. He's going to use the entire racetrack. Aaron May going to get a better exit. They're going to have one more chance to get him. Chase Montzelewski fouls in line. He's going to go with Condra. Chase onto the inside. Aaron May, he's going to turn him. Aaron May up the racetrack. Chase Montzelewski and Chase Ingram. It's going to be a battle to the finish. Side by side, Montzelewski gets loose. He's going to win this race. 2 race wins in a row for Chase Montzelewski. He wins Talladega, and he goes back-to-back and wins Michigan in a remarkable last 2 laps. Chase Montzelewski is your race winner. Chase Montzelewski wins another race in an insane last lap turn of events. And we're going to bring him in here. Chase Montzelewski. It's George Booth. You have a copy? Well, explain to us what went on in those last laps. I mean, that was an insane finish.
They started wrecking up ahead. I knew Elliott was going to lose time because he clipped the wall. I went with Aaron May and worked my way through. Ingram tried to make a move on me, he pushed me and then tried to make a move on me. I went all the way down to the apron with Aaron May and I hooked him on accidentally. Well, it was for the win. I tried my best to not wreck him, but I was there. Yeah, I just got the win. I know I raced aggressively. I don't care if y'all were mad at me. I still won.
I mean, well, you gotta race tough, you gotta race hard at the end of these races. I mean, it's everybody for themselves when it comes to 2 and 1 to go. You gotta, try your hardest to try to win these races. So, I mean, nobody really should be mad at you. Because, I mean, Aaron did start coming down the racetrack, but I'm not going to take sides here. But a great win for you. You go back-to-back today. And, man, looking into Bristol mini stocks, how do you feel?
I don't know if I'm going to race that race. I'm probably going to go make a scheme for tonight.
All right, well, Chase Montzelewski, 2 wins tonight. A great finish. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's race number 2. We got one more race left. And we also have beef. So, yeah, that's a great start. We got beef. And as we get ready for the next race, it's going to be mini stocks at Bristol. We're going to go to our intermission. So we get ready to go over there. And what a race from Michigan. As the next race is not up yet. But a great finish. And Chase got What do you mean? What do you mean, Mike? I don't know if I get any time to practice, but I'm gonna try. You gotta let Marty know. Wyatt. And the session's not even up yet, so. Still waiting on session to be up. Wait, hold on. When did we change the rules?
Hello.
Hi, Marty.
What's happening?
Michael Good's not happy with me. He says that we changed the rules because he said he got black flagged and then it got cleared. I don't know what he's talking about right now though.
Is he still talking about the most? Is he still talking about the recent night or the recent race? Or is it at general?
No, it's in my YouTube chat. Michael, the only reason you got removed last night was because you jumped the restart after we said no. Modulewski could send it. That's the we've gone over the last lap. I don't understand. He thinks he probably got banned for wrecking somebody. Chase didn't jump the restart. Nobody jumped the restart. Michael, the only reason you got.
You talking about Michigan?
He's mad that Chase sent it into Aaron May and won the race, even though I don't even think it was sending. Aaron came down the racetrack and they got into each other. And that's the last lap, so it's like, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're making a big deal about this though. Like there's no money involved, no nothing. Big deal about it.
Yeah, I've seen tons of moves like that done. In fact, I've won an Internet America race at the same situation, but I didn't bump and run. I was the person who bumped the person who did it, chased it, ended up wrecking too, and I went on to win that. But yeah, Michael Good again. You got removed because you jumped the restart at Charlotte. That's literally and you didn't do a pass through. That's the only reason. No one jumped the start. No one broke any rules here. That's the bottom line. Michael Good though, I do appreciate the pushes. That was good working together there. Yeah, it's been a tough night for MCM, George. I mean, I don't know. Our Cole's. I mean, I don't know what's happening with our other team, but Cole dumped Ryan Wayne. That was his mistake. He thought he was clear to make a 3-wide move, even though there's like no reason to make a 3-wide move. It's tough. I mean, really, just been tough, you know, for us here. Hoping to get a win at some point here, you know, hopefully right now. But I mean, it's been tough, you know.
I don't know what he's talking about. What do you mean you thought I jumped the start? We literally saw you jump the start.
Or I would just ignore him at this point. I mean, this is the third, or like 3 days after it happened. I mean, it's, you know.
I don't even know. Why are we, like, I don't know.
I don't know what he's trying to, I mean, what does he want us to do? Give him the win or something? Like, it's nothing. The outcome is not going to change.
Everybody's gonna forget about it. Everybody's gonna forget about it in a couple days anyways. It's not like it matters.
Alright.
Like, all I'm telling you is get over it. I mean, seriously. Like, it happens, okay? But, like, seriously. You don't have to drag it on continuously for, like, days and days. Just get over it, and you'll win you'll get another chance to win a race. I mean, you just getting mad over one race is not, you know, it's not helping anybody, and you're just making people mad. At you, by the way, they're getting mad at you. You're getting the admins and the league owner mad at you. All right, we hit your trackside right now. We're currently in practice, watching Cole Trudeau, Jeremy Bolt fight it out in the mini stocks. And behind them, that's the last 2 race winner, Chase Wadzalewski in the 77. I'm just saying, if you're gonna sit here and argue with me while I'm commentating, just go into general and at the league owners. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. I'm not a league owner. I don't make the rules. I really don't understand why I'm being brought into this. I don't make the rules. Oh, Wyatt Blair's in the 08. And my... Yeah, hold on, let me fix this really quick. My full screen decides not to work. There we go.
Hello?
Hi, Chase.
Hi. Yeah, Aaron May is a little mad at me.
Yeah, I know.
What I mean by a little, I mean a lot. and I apologized to Ingram. He said it's okay, so I appreciate him. I should never walled him or bounced on him. Pause. I have the same amount of wins as you now. In one night.
Bruh.
George? Fortnite, let's go get it all night. Use code GK or GJK in the item shop for a 15% off V-Bucks.
I don't even have a Fortnite creator code. Oh, it's gonna be a peak. It's gonna be peak. This these things.
I hope I'm gonna have a good time here.
Chase, I'm gonna interview Ingram. So
Okay, move me back.
Hi Chase, this is George at the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, you got close, and then, you know, just. I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to explain it, you can explain it. I don't know. I had no words for that.
Second night in a row, I've been screwed out of a win. But at the start of the race, or the start of my race, did not go really well either, because Trace McDowell thinks it's a good idea to send it into turn 1 on lap 1, and he ended up walling me and wrecking himself. So, and actually, funny thing, under that caution, I wrecked McDowell. I got him back, and it was right in front of Marty, and he didn't do anything. Although, to be fair, he kind of turned right into me. But
Yeah, last race was interesting. I mean, we started off, with like 3 straight cautions in the first 5 laps, and then everything got going underway pretty well. Elliott was in the front. I thought he had a good chance to win that race, and then he hit the wall coming off of turn 2, which allowed Aaron May, you, and Chase to get up to the front, and then Chase pulled that last second move on Aaron May, which Aaron May is not happy about. I think he's willing to get some payback this race on Chase, so I would watch out for that. But I mean, you're good in the mini stocks. I mean, you raced for Backworker Motorsports when our team was really good in Simstock. So, you know, how comfortable are you here? And at Bristol, I mean, it should be flat out. It should be like basically a super speedway.
so it's not entirely flat out. Once the tires start wearing, you gotta lift a tiny bit. But we did this race in Rebel Valley during the recruitment races, and it was pretty fun. Me and Austin Mitchell had a pretty good battle for the lead. But who knows if I'll be able to if I'll be able to keep up this time. I don't know. I haven't practiced at all, but I don't know how the track conditions are going to be. So
Yeah, well,
we'll see.
It definitely should be an interesting race. I'm excited to see how this race is going to run because I haven't really gone through the Bristol mini stocks. We really didn't go. I mean, really didn't venture near it in what was it? We really didn't venture near it in Simstock as much. So it's definitely going to be an interesting race.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to watch you do qualifying. And I'll let you go back in there and get your qualifying lap done.
All right.
I apologize for the stream going south very quickly, and this is not how I wanted the stream to go. you know, we had a good first 2 races, and then, you know, when everybody voices their displeasure with me while I'm streaming, you know, it's not, you know, I don't think it's in the place to come to me while I'm streaming in my chat and, you know, voice your displeasure with me like that. I really think that you should just be in my DMs or, you know, tell me after these races, and I will go over and talk to it with you, but just doing it during a race is just, it's frustrating. I mean, yeah, I understand that it's unprofessional, and, you know, I want to be as professional as possible when I'm doing these streams, but when that happens, it's tough. It's tough to sit there and be professional because, you know, it's not, you know, it's not, you sit there and, you know, you're basically taking stuff from people, and, I just don't want to deal with it, realistically. Alright, well, we're going to bring up to qualifying so far. Ryan Messier is in first right now. Steven Rochefort is in Wyatt Youngblood, I think, on the track right now. Ooh, we got really loose. Right now, I think we're having an issue with the overlay. So we're going to bring up the old overlay, and we're going to leave that for now. Yeah, but I apologize for anybody watching the stream. You know, I didn't mean to be unprofessional there. I just, you know, I'm just not happy with getting, that's why it crashes. I'm not happy with getting hate like that while I'm in the middle of streaming. I feel like, you know, there's a spot for it after the race. You can tell me after the race. I just don't want it during the race. I mean, you know, I take my time out of, I take time out of my day to come here and stream. I realistically could be doing anything else. And I do it because I enjoyed it. I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy calling these races, so I mean, if you're gonna get mad at me for, you know, we went over the rule change, and we told the drivers about the rule change before Tuesday night, and you know, we had that rule change in place, and you know, those of them who didn't listen to it and didn't obey, oh my goodness, why Youngblood Heart in the barrier, but you know, whoever didn't, you know. Whoever didn't, you know, say anything. Like, I mean, in all seriousness, like, you can tell me after the race, but just don't drag it on. Alright, well, back to racing. We're back to a track that Simstock didn't really run as much, and I also screwed up the things again. Alright, well, we get ready for Simstock Bristol. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. I'm just gonna make sure that if this is not working. Oh, it is working. Okay, cool. So we got 40 laps here. I'm gonna bring up your starting grid. Ryan Messer on pole with Steven Rookfort in second. Elliot Condra third. Marty Shamila fourth. Trace McDowell fifth. Wyatt Blair sixth. Chase Mazlewski seventh. Sebastian Perez eighth. Jeremy Bolt ninth. Chase Ingram 10th. 11th Wyatt Youngblood. 12th Daniel Glover. Ooh, we got a small field. 13th is going to be Cole Trudeau. 14th Ronald Grayson. 15th Andrew Trotter. 16th Adam McCulka. 17th me. 18th Caden Kabat Smith. 19th Jose Parga. And 20th Eric Bach. Right now, only car not in the field is Eric Bach. Everybody else, I think, on the track right now. Yes. It just doesn't want to. It's in scenic view. There we go. So as we get ready for a really good race here from Bristol to end off this afternoon race. Make sure to tune in tonight. We have a great racing going on in Nitro Zone, and I will be there we'll be racing the entirety of GKR, except for Nolan. Will be racing for a win at 2008 Atlanta. It should be. I don't even know what YouTube channel it's on. I'm losing my mind. Let me double check. We're gonna plug them so we can. So hopefully y'all can join in and watch. That's gonna be a really good race. It's DRSN for the Nitro Zone, and that starts at 9 o'clock at night, race time. But now, our race time is right here, right now at Bristol. We have Simstock action once again. The final race of the night, the third and final. Wyatt Blair in the 08 right now in that all-star car for MC Motorsports. We're going to pace around Chase Montelewski in that red car with the red roof, no number. Chase Ingram, we talked to him before. He's starting 9th. And man, it's going to be a toss-up race. This race gets interesting. As you heard Ingram mention, the tires wear as the run goes on. So most importantly, how are the tires going to wear? How is everything going to wear off? And that's, well, one of the most important things that we can get. So we're going to get ready to go green.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. And a great start for both lines is now they're going to try to take it 3 wide. That's not going to work that much here. And you'll see it a lot as we go towards the back. Whoa. 86 on look, and the wrecking. Huge wreck. Upside down goes the 17. He's on his side. Oh my goodness. Caution comes out. Oh, right as we said something, the big one happened. And then, I mean, well, under caution right now. Let's take a look. So we're going to look right here. So let's take a look at the 09 of Ellie Condra, the Napa car. Yeah, the 3 just got into him. He tried to save it, and he just goes around. And, well, everybody trying to get around. And then in front of him, the 17 goes off of the front. And we're going to take a look at what happened at 17 right now. That's Daniel Glover. Went for a wild ride. Well, right here you'll see it. We had this angle right there in front. Chase gets turned. The one gets turned bolt hard into it, and he gets squeezed in the middle. Pops up on the side. Everybody wrecks in behind. And man, he was staying there until finally he hit the inside wall. And he finally almost went over and then landed on his wheels. And that is a spectacular crash on lap 1. So now, under caution for the first time, 4 laps into this race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. And a great jump from the bottom line As Messer gets a good run, and now Roquefort's going to have to try to continue to pick up spots he's lost. Marty Shamela now on the inside of that second row. The 3 into, oh my goodness, the 3 spins around Trace McDowell once again, and he's going to collect the 09. Trace McDowell, once again, another aggressive move that results in an incident. And he's going to get a black flag for that. He has now come down the racetrack, caused 2 wrecks already in short race. Right now, just run Wyatt Youngblood in the 3 right there. And they're racing for, it's a battle for 3rd place. Messer and Roquefort now up and coming through lap traffic. That's Cole Trudeau. And now coming and splitting through lap traffic. That's going to be one of the most important things to run. Caution is out. Parga with huge damage. He jumps the pits. Oh, we're going to take a look at this wreck. Right here. Loses it all on his own. Overcorrects. Hard into the fence. Sebastian Perez just misses it, and he rolls down the racetrack all the way. Huge damage on that 14, and that's what brought out the caution. Now coming into pits. A lot of cars pitting here early in the race, 10 laps through. Some cars stay out. And we're going to bring in Wyatt Youngblood, who sits in 4th place right now. Hey Wyatt, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So, how are we doing? I mean, an interesting start to the race, a couple wrecks, and, well, you find yourself in 4th right now.
Mm-hmm.
About a quarter of the way through. What are you looking to do on this, once the green flag drops once again?
Well, I'm looking to do what I did at Michigan, or not Michigan, wherever we ran, Kansas. I'm not looking to put anybody in the wall, but I'm looking to, do what I have to do to win. Rip the high line maybe, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can park in a victory lane.
Do you think the tires are going to be a big factor? Because a lot of guys behind you, I think, took tires. I think maybe all of them who pitted took tires. So you think that's going to be a big thing? You didn't come down pit road, so.
Yeah, it could possibly be, but we'll find out here.
All right. We hope to see you in victory lane. Have a good rest of your race.
Thank you.
So that's Wyatt Youngblood in that number 3, and now the pace car is going to jump off. Green flag back in the air, and everybody checks up. Big checkup on the top line. Messer out to a pretty good lead. Now behind them, Chase Ingram on the bottom with Marty Shamela. Roquefort and Wyatt Youngblood are on the top. Wyatt Blair is kind of going from top to bottom. He's trying to find the line that he can make the most run as the second pack starts to come up. That's Chase Bodzalewski in the 77. Cole Trudeau in the 47. The 3 of Trace McDowell making moves once again. Now going back. Trace McDowell still moving, and now behind them, Elliot Condra, Sebastian Perez, and Jeremy Bolt. All over here. Andrew Trotter, and then our lap down cars. Glover, Kubat Smith, and a lot of them who are off the racetrack. But Messer gets a good jump, and I mean, he's got a good lead. And that's going to be the one issue. There may be a chance that you can't pass here. That's going to get very interesting. Oh, there goes Sebastian Perez. And the 13 as well. 13 dumps it down pit road. He's out of the race. He is out of the race. And Rocafort takes the lead. What? Oh, Alejandra in the wall. Well, Mazur came down pit road. Oh, the 3 around. What a save. Wyatt Youngblood got loose. The back end broke out. And he saved it. Marty Shamela to the inside of the 12 now. Trying to make a move. Trace McDowell brings himself all the way up to the front. And he's going to try to make a move onto the inside. He's going to get into both of them. They both wreck. Into the wall, Trace McDowell. And Wyatt Blair is your leader. I think Trace McDowell just got moved. Everybody wrecks behind. And the big one is happening behind. Marty Shamela, Chase Matzalewski. And well, you knew it was coming. We're going to take a look at that wreck right now. I mean, you knew it was coming. The way... We're going to check first how the 3 sent it in. And right here you can see there's Trace McDowell. He just sent it into the corner. Tried to make something stick. Moved Marty up the racetrack. Got loose off of the apron. Took out both of the top 2 cars. And then takes himself out of the race. He just goes and hits the wall. Marty got it back going, though, and continued that run off, but wasn't enough then. Paul Trudeau gets into Chase Ingram. Caution comes out right here, and everybody else goes around. And piling in was the 20. And a huge crash brings out our second caution. Or third caution. Marty's out of the pits right now. And we're going to see if we can bring anybody in here right now. We got... let's bring in Chase. Well, Chase,
Howdy.
it's George in the booth. Well, I mean, we saw that, you know, you've been in the last 2 wrecks, and, you know, how's the car right now? Did you use the Fasty yet, or?
Yes, I've used the Fasty. The first wreck, I used it.
So
I only have like a minute of damage right now.
That's not bad. So, Trace McDowell driving like horrendous. I mean, he's been removed from the session. He has caused.
Thank God.
He has caused
he
3
freaking
other wrecks.
wrecked me.
He's caused like 3 wrecks already, and I gave him a black flag drive-through, and he didn't serve it.
He stinks. That's why.
I don't know what he was doing, but you know what?
I could still have a chance at
You
this
still got a
win,
good
though.
chance. I mean, their
Green flag,
cars are
green
very
flag.
loose.
Green.
Green's back in the air. You're going back. All right, that was Chase. But the green flag comes back out. Wyatt Blair in front with Bolt behind him. And he's going to go try to block on the highline. Bolt to the inside. There's Wyatt Youngblood. Oh, in the back, they're wrecking. Elliot Condra got into Trotter. Trotter's around. He's getting it restarted. And whoa, Wyatt Blair and the 3, and now everybody all over the place. Oh, Wyatt Blair around. Big crash behind. Oh,
The yellow
Cole
flag is
Trudeau
out.
takes a huge hit into the wall. Oh my goodness, it's like half the field again. Well, let's take a look right here. You can see Wyatt Youngblood in the 3 get loose. No place for the 48 to go. He had to dump it down low, and then he just completely turned the 3. Comes back up the racetrack. Clips the 01. Marty Shamila trying to get through it. He does, and then his teammate absolutely clobbers the inside wall. Coltrado with huge damage. The 17 comes up right in front of the 09 and takes him out as well. Condra hard into the wall with the 17. And once again, the caution flag flies. Now as we come to pit road, taking the faster pair of most drivers with huge damage. And with 11 to go, Wyatt Blair is your leader with Sebastian Perez. Going to be lining up next to him. We're going to bring somebody in and let's bring in Sebastian Perez. Hey, Sebastian, this is George of the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, well, you find yourself second after a huge crash brings out our fourth caution. And, well, with 10 to go, it's crunch time. It's Bristol. It's short. What is your plan?
Well, so many times I've been in a position like tonight, and unfortunately we didn't win. So I hopefully think it'll turn around, and we'll actually find a way to get around Wyatt Blair and win.
Well, you got Rocafort behind you. He's been really good tonight, so he may be able to push you out in front. Marty's behind Wyatt, though, so I think they're going to work together. But we're going to let you go now. Hopefully we'll find you in victory lane.
10-4, thank you.
All right, pace car is going to jump off pit road. Green flag in the air. Wyatt Youngboy with a jump on the bottom. The 48's going to almost take him out. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Oh, and there they go. Oh, my goodness. They were all over the place. Sebastian Perez gets shuffled all the way to the back. 9 to go, Marty Shamel on the lead. Rocafort to the outside. He's going to go to the inside. He's got the inside on Shamela. And a lot of cars hitting the wall behind. Sebastian slow. Shamela out front. Chase Modzelewski in second. Rocafort gets a better exit off the corner. Shamela now trying to gain more of a lead. Steven Rocafort now. Oh, in the back. Wyatt Blair. Oh, big crash. Big hit for Coltrado. And his car should be done. He's going to come up the racetrack, try to take out Sebastian Perez. That's a no-no. And we're just gonna keep a look on Coltrado to see what he does here. I mean, something that's gonna get him removed is if he starts an incident. He's got damage. Here comes Sebastian, and both the R2R cars are both the MCM cars are after him. But now with 4 to go, the 66 and the 8 battling for the lead, with Chase Modzelewski looking in at 3rd place. Rocafort trying to get a better run on Marty Shamela. It's going to be hard to close the gap, but most importantly, Marty's got to hold them off for 3 laps. And I don't think Rocafort's stopping. I really think he's going to try to make a run. He's getting close. He's closing the gap. To the inside, and there's a lap car up front. That's Bolt. 2 to go. Modzelewski in the back in 3rd. Coltrado and Bolt have just kind of stuck together. Coming off of 3 and 4, Marty gets loose on the inside. 1 to go, white flag. Rocafort now on the front bumper, really basically on the rear bumper. And he's going to have to try to make a move here. This is one more shot. I don't think he's going to get him, though. Rocafort, not enough. Marty Shamela is going to win at Bristol. Well, he talked about it in all of his interviews that he was so close yet so far, and now finally getting the Simstock win. Marty Shamela, welcome back to victory lane. Hopefully we can get him in voice chat. Marty Shamela is your race winner. And he's going to burn it down. Marty's gonna absolutely slam into Chase. Oh, and Wyatt Youngblood absolutely clobbers the 8. And Chase is just burning it down because he won the night. And now he's gone too. That is Chase. Well, a great finish from Bristol after an insane ending to this race. Roquefort didn't have the run. Mario was able to take home the checkered flag. Let's see if we can get him up in here. Well, we'll interview Chase right now. Chase just jumped in here. Hi, Chase.
Hi.
Well, you finished third, and honestly, a great night for you. That's 3 podiums tonight. 2 wins, resulting in 3 podiums and a third-place finish. How are we feeling?
If we had a nightly championship, I would be it.
Yep, 100%.
I wasn't running that fast compared to the 2 in front of me, but I gave it a whirl.
Yeah,
I had damage.
I thought the 66 was going to make a move on Marty, but
He kept it clean.
Did.
I respect him for that.
Yeah.
I would have killed him.
I thought he had a shot.
If I was in that position, I would have tried to kill Marty. But hey,
I mean,
I got
he
2 wins
couldn't get
today. I'm
back
very
to the
happy.
bumper. He couldn't get back to the bumper. That was one of the biggest things.
Uh-oh. Aaron May is trying to go to Pocono in 2027. I'm scared. I'm going to get my butt whooped. I guess Marty doesn't want to do an interview. I don't know.
Well, we're not getting Marty. Oh, there he is. Hi, Marty. Well, you got you the win. Oh.
Yep.
How are we feeling? I mean, it took. You're now back in as a Simstock winner, back in victory lane.
Yeah, it's a good win too. It was a really good win. It was it was just finally a well executed race, right? That's all we've been looking for, and we finally are able to get a well executed race here, right? And RMC Motorsports vehicle was pretty good. Unfortunately, some our other teammates weren't able to have the same success. We're starting to get I don't know, but. Yeah, it was just a wild race. I don't know what Trace McDowell was doing. I mean, I don't really know what happened there.
He caused 3
Not a
separate
good
incidents. Yeah, 3 separate incidents to start the race, and I had given him black flag after the second one because he kept sending it in. It was just like.
Yeah, not a
in.
good look. I just, just because your dad's a NASCAR driver doesn't mean you can ruin the fun for us. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it doesn't make any sense. Why tarnish the family name? You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyway, yeah, just a good win. But it's just too. We just want to be on the same page as a team. And we all are up front at some point, right? Logan was up there, but it just it just gets problematic quickly, right? And we just gotta happy to pick up a win myself, but we want the team to be firing on all the same cylinders. But a successful night here. We're happy to get a win here. It was a pretty good race overall. Really fun to drive, and we look forward to future events. And that'll probably do it for tonight, eh?
Yeah. But a good night and all. I mean, great racing.
Yeah, I,
mean,
don't
for
know what
you-
happened to the Messer fella, but he just left out of nowhere. So
He slid into pit road and just it was gone. So I don't know.
yeah, it was. I mean, he was clearly the fastest car. So it just became. It just became pretty simple from there. Obviously, got wrecked by Trace McDowell. But yeah, I just don't understand that at all. You know what I mean? Like it just makes no sense.
All right, well, it's great to see you back in victory lane. That's a great win for you tonight.
Appreciate
And,
it, fella.
Well, I think that's going to end it off for tonight too, as well.
All right.
All right, I'm going to go finish this thing up. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight's stream. Well, we had some ups and downs, but for all things, it was good. Great racing, great finishes. We hope to see you again either Tuesday or next